How goes it, people? I'm Ian. This is Hammer's Polls. This week, I've been asking fans, is there an unfair bias against West Ham within the media on shows like Match of the Day and Sky Sports? Let's take a look and see what everyone thinks. And if you enjoy the show, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
Is there a media bias against West Ham? To be honest with you, yes, there probably is from the media side. Social media side, there's not. I think Spurs get a lot more hate on social media than we do. We quite liked on social media from what I see from rival fans. But anyway, yeah, I know what you're getting at. Media, i.e. broadcasters and Sky Sports BT and all that. They're always going to be biased towards the top teams. That's it. That's all it is. You've got to take it and leave it. If you do, get a bit of praise here and there, just take it as it is. But for me, they've always been, Sky Sports especially, since 1992, have always been on the side of either Liverpool or Man United. Martin Tyler used to commentate a lot of Man United games. He was so biased towards them, it was ridiculous. So it's not something I'm surprised at. It doesn't bother me. To be honest with you, I don't care if they want to brag on about the opposition team, because we know how well we've done. We can jump straight on social media and talk to our friends and talk to other fans, and genuinely talk about it. How we want to. We don't need Gary Neville to tell us how well West Ham play. We don't need Jamie Carragher to bark on about, West Ham have done really well this year. Such a Liverpool, you may not. It has nothing to do with West Ham. It's all about your team. Yeah, okay, a few times going over might go, oh, that's a good pass, brilliant West Ham, but it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me. I'm not bothered about it. If they want to keep talking waffle about their own clubs, let them get on with it, because I'm just not. I'm not bothered by it. It's boring, to be honest with you. Social media is there for other fans to talk to themselves. I'll be honest with you, it was quite nice when you can mute the game and have your own commentary or something. A little while back, I think they've done that. But I'm not bothered by it. I know there is something in the media that they're all about the top teams, because it's money. They want to generate money for the top clubs. They want to generate marketing. They want people to talk about the top teams all the time. That's basically what the script is. And anyone who's not in that big little club, the bottom two teams are always going to cop it. I think Leicester's the only sort of team that get looked at, really well for, winning the league. But they won the league. They're part of that big club now in a way. But, the minute they play Man United, they're going to be like, oh, they lost to Man United. Oh, well, it's Man United, isn't it? It's not that, we're all football teams at the end of the day. I mean, anyone could be anyone in the Premier League. So, yes, there probably is a media bias, but I'm not bothered about it. I don't think anyone else should. So, there you go.
So this week's question, is there an unfair bias against the Hammers on Match of the Day? Personally, I think there is. Whenever we play well, they never give us a good discussion point. They never say we've done well or really highlight our good points. They're very few and far between. What grinds my gears, like Saturday, we played Man United. We played really well in the first half. We rued our chances. We should have been 3-0 up in the first half. We played great football. We kept the ball away from them. We were really quick in attack. We're just unfortunate. We hit the post at once. Bowens should have gone in. He slid in and the ball hit the side of the net. And as for Haller, how does he do that? How does he do that? That's an open goal and he fell over. Stroll on. That was terrible. But there were 3 chances that should have gone in. We should have been 3-0 up. Easy. Yeah, easy. But we weren't. And then give United their due. They made substitutions and, they made us pay. But, on Match of the Day, you ain't getting a balanced opinion of the game. All they did was talk about Man United, how good their substitutions were, and good goals and that. Yeah, it was a good goal. Pogba's goal, but the ball was out. Yeah, The Mason Greenwood goal was a good goal. But, you know, they're talking about them. There's no talking about us. We were higher than Man United. You know, we've been playing really well. We've got a lot of points that people didn't really think we were going to get. So they never spoke about us, really, at all. About how we played, how good we played in the first half, or anything. They just spoke about United. When we played Spurs, yeah, no one spoke. They didn't speak about us much. They never do, never ever do. And we're never on first when we win. We're always, you know, third, fourth, fifth on. They're just such bias against us. I mean, I know Lineker's first team is Leicester, but you can see that he's a Tottenham fan as well because he played for them, which is understandable. But he ain't a fair crack at a whip, is it? You know, Danny Mills, he played for Spurs, so he ain't going to like us. So they don't give us nothing. You know, Tim Cahill said one sentence about, Man United, West Ham played well in the first half and then went on to Man United. It just grinds my gears. It's become such a rubbish football programme. You know, I used to really enjoy watching it, and now I just think it's garbage. Yeah, because it's not a level playing field. It just sings about all the others that are supposedly the darlings of the English game. United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, yeah, Chelsea. You know, old fat boy Frank doing so well at Chelsea. He's doing all right, isn't he? But like, Moyes is doing well at West Ham, isn't he? He's turned the team around that everyone thought was relegation fodder, and now we were fifth in the table before the game, and now we're eighth. You know, he's doing really well. No one's giving us any credit, and it grinds my gears. And it's an awful programme now, Match of the Day. Yeah, there's no balanced opinions on any game. They don't say what one side did good and the other side did bad, and this is the reasons why that side went on and won, because the other side didn't do so well. Yeah, there's none of that. It's just crap. Yeah, that's all there is to it. It is crap. So I hardly ever watch it, and most of the time now when I do watch it, because I've missed the game, right, is I have the sound off because I can't be bothered to hear their rubbish. Yeah, their rhetoric, same old shit every week. All right, so up yours, Match of the Day. Bring back the big match on ITV. Much better programme. Keep wearing your colours with pride. We lost on Saturday, so fucking what? Wear them with pride. Come on, you irons. Up the hammers.
So this week's question is the media bias against West Ham, and it's quite an easy answer. They are, and I think they've always been ever since I followed West Ham. I even go back to the 1980s when, frustratingly, Liverpool-Everton were the dominating force. So not many people might know that, but before the onset of any digital service like Sky came, there used to be one live game a week, and West Ham would get featured once or maximum twice a season. And that game usually used to be West Ham Manchester United, for example, whereas Liverpool and Everton were featured many, many times a month, really. So I think it started from there. Even in the 86 season, I was very young, but I remember we weren't really spoken about in terms of having a chance to win the league. It was all about Liverpool, Everton, like I said, and perhaps a bit on Manchester United. And in the modern sort of media that we've got, I think the issue is that if you look at Sky, you look at BT Sport, you look at BBC, there are far too many pundits on there from those big teams, those top four teams like Liverpool, Manchester United. As a prime example, Sky, you've got Neville and Carragher, who both commentate. Well, one of the commentators for the West Ham, Liverpool, West Ham, Man United games, and you've got Owen at BT Sport. I mean, I think that's wrong. I think a pundit who has a summary before half-time, after the game, not ideal, I can live with it, but when you've got a commentator like Carragher and Neville, in the whole of the 90 minutes, it's bloody annoying. When Salah did that dive for that penalty, it's obvious to everyone what happened, and Carragher said that's a penalty, no issue. When the ball obviously went over the line at the weekend against Manchester United, it's very obvious. Neville said, can't say, I don't know. We can't really tell, so we can't say anything. I'm going to have to go with it. I'm like, there's no way you would have said that if it was a Liverpool-Manchester United game that happened to Manchester United. And even when they're kind of our games live, say with a non-Liverpool Man U team, and it's a 1 hour before the kick-off, they start the programmes. The first 45 minutes is about Liverpool and Man U, what happened at the weekend, and then they'll quickly 10 minutes before the game starts, they'll move on to our game. So I think there's lots of issues out there, especially when the decisions are not going our way and there's wrong, and they don't follow it. They said no, nothing wrong with it. I think one of the games unfairly he called last season West Ham a disgraced. They don't know how to defend, and it was unwarranted. Those kind of words, really. He's got to look at his own Manchester United team. 200 million on the bench, many more players and reserves, and other things going on. The club are kind of nowhere near what they should be, and so I think it's definitely bias. Newspaper-wise, I think we're lucky. A lot of the editors and reporters are West Ham fans, and I don't really read the newspapers anymore like a lot of people. So I'm not too sure what kind of goes on there, because I do continually just follow our channels, our West Ham media forums and channels, that kind of thing. Really, I don't read the Sun, Daily Mirror, anything like that. But going back to Sky and BT, it's getting really frustrating. I mean, you've got a great commentator like Tony Gale, who's working for Ben Sports, I think, abroad. It's a shame we haven't got him. Tony Cottee, again, he does the Saturday score thing, so he's not there either. You've got to have one from each team. We have no one during the game, and you can have maybe a pundit. I think you've got to change. You can't have Carragher every Monday, every Sunday, and you got Neville. It gets boring. I think Andy Gray was brilliant back in his time. He was pretty impartial. He didn't play for any of the big teams, which kind of helped. And he's fairly neutral. I think you need someone like that. Someone who hasn't played for Liverpool, Man U. That'll be a good start. I think then you'll have a really good balanced view that we all think. I think Liverpool, Man United players and fans are blinded by what they see. I have arguments with my own family about it. So they are, and I hope things change. So have a great day. Come on, you Irons.
For West Ham fans everywhere, this is the ultimate football app for you. Never miss a thing with the latest West Ham news, gossip and social stories as they break. Download the free COY Irons app now from the App Store and Google Play.